Ronnie O'Sullivan to break.
Well, we're going to take all of those. And he's on the green as well. Goodness, that was a pretty handy fluke.
Four. Five.
Well, he had options there.
Eight.
He's only just made it on the red at the bottom. He nearly finished in the worst place. Nothing was available. But it's not perfect by any means. No problem, well held.
$16. 17.
Interesting to know where the pink will go if it goes on its own spot. Because obviously he's going to get into the bunch before too long. Must be a tight one, referee Paul Collier. Seeing if it will actually go on its own.
23.
Well, two ways, obviously onto the black to open them, although they're not very well suited to going in from the black. If you played up on the blue, he's certainly got, I would say, a better chance of getting into the bunch and getting to spread. Oh, that's
24.
absolutely flown. What is that shot? Dearie me. He's probably got a big bounce. I should think he's a little disappointed that he didn't play up on the blue now. That seems to accelerate from the cushion.
The long handle one, yeah? Yeah. Go longer if you want it. Black ball. Joe Perry, 24.
Ultimately, the fluke didn't count for all that many now. It could have been very hurtful to O'Sullivan if Joe had taken advantage. Beautifully struck. Okay, he had a big bounce the last shot, but as I say, right now, you just feel, despite the scoreline, that Joey's stronger than Ronnie. Doesn't mean it'll be like that all the way, and he'll win the next 3 frames and on his first Masters, because, of course, pressure is sure to come back on his shoulders if that starts to happen.
Yes, I think there was a curious sort of pressure on him this afternoon. When he went 4-1 up with 3 frames to play, he's thinking to himself, I should be in front coming back. And it's almost like we were already at the end of the match. But that can happen with these long matches, with the sessions and the mini sessions. All these thoughts gather. Right now he's playing catch-up. He can't win it yet. He's playing catch-up. And that's a different mindset again.
$14. $15.
It's a horrible little shot, this now, where the cue ball is, needing the rest, making sure the rest doesn't hit the blue or anything like that. It's very missable, this one.
Yes, and if he does miss it, he knows it could be the end. So there's so much pressure on. Look how he's holding that wrist. Not comfortable with it. The rest is moving around.
Don't think I've ever seen anyone look more uncomfortable on a rest shot than this one. I've not seen anyone have to hold a rest like that before. To be honest, there was almost an argument there to just use the spider and be done with it. And just go over the top of the blue, because he looked horribly uncomfortable and awkward on that shot.
He may have got away with it. Yes, the rest was moving about as he was trying to play the shot. Not ideal, but it could have finished a lot worse.
Yes, he got away with it, Dave, but Ronnie's now played a half-decent safety shot and wrested back an advantage, albeit not on the scoreboard, but this is about where I thought he was going to hit, the way he looked. Very, very uncomfortable. Well, this is a bit pacey, and Ronnie will be tempted by that red. I think the one just to the left of the yellow. There is another one as well. But we're going to find out how he's feeling. If this goes on, it will be a confidence booster. Nowhere near. Nowhere near. Unbelievable. Ronnie doesn't like his tip on his cue, but he's now going to have to forget all that because he's back in so quickly. Hit that one okay.
Yes, and he made a century 2 frames ago, let's not forget, 112. So, although at times in that break there was the odd problem, he completed it nicely. But all through the years, he's been a pro, what, 25 years now, there's always that intrigue, isn't there, that something going on, the soap opera, if you like, in the background. And that's what has enhanced his popularity, his reputation, all the controversy as well. Put it all together, that's the Ronnie O'Sullivan story. And that is why his box office is not just the snooker, although that's most of it, but it is all the rest of it as well. There's
14.
that feeling that something's going to happen.
15.
Yes, you can get right back into things here. Obviously, the red I look at down the table on the left is going to be a problem later. But the way that the frame has been, you know, he'll get right back into things. Joe should have probably already sealed this frame
22.
with 2 or 3 opportunities, albeit one off a fluke.
23. $30.
Now, what's the plan here? He's having a look at the ways of getting that top left red into play.
$31.
Did he really play on the yellow? If that's, it could be a brave shot, because yellow back on its spot helps matters with the green there, so that was good thinking. A surprise that he played on that yellow, but surely instinctively he's played a good shot there. Looking a few shots down the line with that. Could be a match winner, that.
33.
Well, he's very straight on this, so he comes back presumably for the blue. Well, he's played on the yellow again.
34.
Well, it was a great idea, and he has actually got a shot. So yellow on its spot, easy to cannon the red into play. And unlucky. Played the cannon well.
36.
Anybody's frame now with one red left.
Jimmy O'Sullivan, 36.
Now the safety shot's difficult here. The double kiss is on, whether he goes up and down or thin off the red. He may be better off to just go for this, but it's a little straight. It's a horror shot, not one you'd like to be left with. Well, so he's found a way of avoiding the double kiss, but he hasn't actually put Joe in any trouble at all. I can see what he was thinking there. Actually, probably the best safety shot he's played the whole day. That was beautifully judged, and this time there's extra pressure on Perry. We've said it could be his last shot a few times, but this really could be, because there is nothing safe on this table.
I bet if you'd have said to Joe Perry at the start of the Masters he'd still be here on the last night, he wouldn't have believed it. He wasn't happy with his game at all, wasn't enjoying it.
Well, he'll have to settle for that. I'm sure he'd be delighted that shot's out of the way without leaving the red on. Didn't play it bad there, O'Sullivan. But he might be able to get an edge of this. Yeah, I think he can make contact. Whatever O'Sullivan feels about his game, and no doubt we'll hear at the end, whatever the score is, fought so hard, as he did in the 3 finals he lost to Judd Trump, John Higgins and Mark Selby. Well, quite a misjudgment there. He may have left a thin opportunity on this red, but by no means an easy shot. The kind of shot that if you get so close to it without it going in, it could stay over the hole. Worried about that cue ball there, and if it goes in, I think that would have been match over. Well, these are far from telling safety shots that O'Sullivan is playing, and I don't see how Joe Perry can refuse this opportunity, because the red passes the yellow. If it goes in, he's a strong favourite in the frame, so he has to go for this. Needs help here. Needs help from the brown.
Well, the way the crowd are shouting, you can see it.
I would say that he can on that.
Okay,
and that goes. Yep, there's enough of the red available.
Well, he's 3 points behind. Is this the moment? It's been a struggle in this frame. Joe Perry knows it's out of his hands now. If he is to lose, I think he will reflect on not getting a lead this afternoon when he was 4-1 up and playing the better snooker.
He's not finished very good there, just got a hold. And he could just do it.
5.
So I think it's all about this shot. If he runs this through, off the cushion up for the brown, I see no way back. And he's finished a bit in between shots there. More to do here. Well, he's taking them longer on this than he would usually take. Played it very well. Well, that is it, I think. One more big shot.
He needs the blue to lead by 14 with 13 on. He's been made to fight for this,
17.
but it looks like it's his. Joe Perry led early on and tried to stage a late fight back. But it is a magnificent 7th Masters title for Ronnie O'Sullivan. The tip comes off, he bites it off, but he's a record breaker in this tournament. 7 Masters titles. I think he's just relieved, though, that it's over. Warm words between the players at the end. It's Ronnie O'Sullivan, the champion, by 10 frames to 7.